All right, on this episode of KP's Garage, I'm changing the seats in my daily driver. This is a 1981 Mercedes Benz 240 diesel, and the seats were coming apart in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace them with this seat. These are from a Mk V Golf GTI. I'm in the process of mocking them up, and one of the issues I'm finding is it has this datum pin right here that interferes with using the rear brackets. Now the rear brackets I'm using are these right here. These are off the passenger side of the seat that was originally in the W123 platforms. These came from my old seats. And if you're wondering where the old seats are, there they are right there. As you can see, the back side of them is coming apart. This one's completely apart, and plus there's a spring that's been... Alright, we got the datum pin done, and I just basically took a Sawzall and removed it, filed it down, and put a little coat of paint on it. Now, you're all wondering, what about the seatbelt clamp? Well, this is the factory Volkswagen one that came with this seat, and I was able to take it out with just using a T40 Torx bit. Now, to add the other one back on, I'm going to use this little boss right here. It takes a 6mm bolt. Preferably, I'd like to use an 8 or a 10 for this, but until I can find a permanent solution, I'm just going to use a 6mm bolt just to hold it in. Now, as far as bolts, I'm going to use a grade 10.9, which is a metric equivalent of a grade 5 or grade 8 bolt to put the seatbelt clasp in. And once that's done, we'll show you the end results. Okay, for seatbelt bolt, I actually called an audible and actually took the original bolt, which is a grade 10.9, chucked it up in a drill press and filed it down, and then retapped it to a M6, which kind of makes it a shoulder bolt. Now you see I put a little bit of taper on it. That's to prevent from breaking. So we're going to use this, and hopefully it'll work right. Alrighty, we got the brackets for the passenger seat cut. And as you see, I'm using some angle iron and some flat stock, nothing elaborate, 1/8 inch. And again, we're not using anything exotic to make these. Basically doing some cardboard aided drafting and the Sawzall and the square. So pretty simple. Now we got to drill some holes before we weld these up. And I'll be glad to get out of this barn because we've had a moist Mississippi summer, as you can see.